Our next speaker is Professor Jiang Xichui, and he has been working in the Institute of Latin American Studies of the Chinese Academy of Social Sciences since 1980. He was appointed Deputy Director of the Institute in 1997 and promoted to the rank of Professor in 1998. He's also the Chair of the Department of Latin American Studies at the Cass Graduate School. He's Secretary General of the Chinese Association of Latin American Studies and Deputy Director General of the Chinese Center for Third World Studies. So, Professor, we are very pleased to welcome you. I can see you've already started sharing. Over to you.
So, thank you for this kind invitation. This is my second opportunity to speak for the wonderful audience. I'm asked to talk about the bilateral relationship between China and Brazil. I'm going to try to finish it as soon as possible. Can you see my second PPT?
I can.
No, not yet.
Not the second. No.
Not the second. How about this one?
Yes. Now we can see. I can see anyway.
Okay. Now, well, Lula. Sorry, I missed some words. Lula and Dilma. Under the PT administration of Lula and Rousseff, China-Brazil relationship went ahead very, very quickly. So this is my third PPT. You can see it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, China-Brazil relationship might develop faster if Lula can win the October election. However, both sides need to take the following measures to further promote the bilateral relationship. First, it's necessary to further strengthen the bilateral economic ties between China and Brazil. Trade and investment is the most powerful engine for this bilateral relationship. Investment and the trade have been growing very rapidly over the past 1 or 2 decades. Now, both countries will continue to make good use of their complementarity based on the comparative advantages of these two great countries. However, I must point out that Rousseff once said China and Brazil should go beyond complementarity. Well, I do not agree with this point of view. I think we should continue to make good use of their complementarity. On the Chinese side, it needs to import more non-traditional products from Brazil. Of course, we need to ask, what are the non-traditional products? Now, on the Brazilian side, it needs to further improve its investment environment so as to attract more Chinese capital. And also, Brazil needs to try to reduce the use of anti-dumping against Chinese exports. Furthermore, both sides need to consider the possibility of having a free trade agreement, because free trade agreement is good for both sides. However, will this FTA negotiation be negatively affected by the Mercosur regulations? Because, as you know, according to the regulations of Mercosur, the member cannot sign FTA with non-members. Okay, so I'm not sure whether or not Brazil will withdraw from Mercosur. I don't know how much it is likely that the Mercosur will change its regulations. Second point, I think, has something to do with mutual understanding and people-to-people exchanges. both sides should do something to further promote this kind of a mutual understanding. In Brazil, as far as I understand, misunderstanding, misperception, and misjudgment about China are not rare. This fact has something to do with the influence of the American media in Brazil. This kind of influence is very, very strong. So we need to do something after the pandemic is over. For instance, China and Brazil can promote tourism. Tourism between the two sides should play an important role in people-to-people exchanges. And we can also take good advantage of the high tech, like this kind of webinar, so between the scholars from both sides, all kinds of things, okay? Third, now I'm asked to talk about BRICS. Well, Lula is very enthusiastic about the BRICS, and the BRICS has been playing a very important role on world stage. BRICS can raise international status of the 5 members and also promote bilateral relations among them. However, let me say, however, BRICS should not be this kind of acronym: banquet, roundtable speech, issuing a joint communique, camera for a group photo, and shaking hands. No, that's not enough. These 5 acronyms are important, but that's not enough, okay? So what will Lula do to turn BRICS from a talking shop to an action team? So as a Chinese scholar, I'm expecting that Brazil and the leadership of Lula will do something to promote BRICS, to do more in terms of global governance and all kinds of things, okay? So thank you very much.
I'm Michael Hudson. I'm appearing here for the International Manifesto Group. If you like this video and ones like it, please subscribe. For more information, go to the address on the screen.